I figured it out, y'all. I truly figured it out. Okay, first things first. I've been reading Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. I just read it for the second time yesterday. Sort of, I skimmed through some stuff. I think when it comes to reading some certain self-help books, I read the important stuff. When they start talking about a story, I kind of get off track with it. I mean, the story cool and all, but I want the meat. I want the meat. So, I figured it out. So Napoleon Hill said that an educated man is not necessarily one who, educated man is necessarily not one who has the abundance of general specialized knowledge, but an educated man is one who developed the faculties of his mind, the faculties of the mind. And with that, something about maybe you'll be able to acquire anything you want or its equivalent without violating the rights of others. Something like to that extent. I'm probably not saying it right. Excuse me. I'm sorry if you read the book and you know the quote. Sorry. But yeah, so the thinking faculties. So I've been reading over that thinking faculties, and I'm just putting two and two together. What are the thinking faculties? So I found out, I knew what the thinking faculties are now, but I didn't realize that Napoleon Hill understood about thinking faculties until now. It just hit me, dog. This is what he's talking about. So I got the list of the thinking faculties. Really don't need to read off this. I know them pretty much by heart, because this is me all day, but gotta share this with y'all. So y'all, just in case you guys don't know about the thinking faculties. All right. First things first, before we start. Repetition is the mother of all learning. You want to learn something, you're not going to learn it in one try. Let's get that notion out of your head. You're not going to learn anything in one try. Why? Because like I said on that last video, you got to develop the awareness that the information was already inside of you anyway. Because energy and all knowledge is 100% equally present at any space of any given time. So the only thing that's stopping you from educing something out of you is ignorance. You don't know that it's there. You don't know that you already know how to do the thing that you're trying to learn, supposedly. So through repetition creates a learning process, creates a development process, creates confidence, creates awareness, what you want to get to in the first place, awareness that you already had it in you in the first place. Now, I want you to use your imagination real quick. So, make a circle, like Bob. I guess I'll make a circle for y'all. I don't know, man. I need my chalkboard, look like. I need the chalkboard. I'm going to take it out on y'all. So, here is a circle with a line in it, all right? Up here represents the conscious mind. I think I said this on the video. Up here, down here represents the subconscious mind. Up here you have your sensory factors. Sensory, meaning what you sense, what you can, you see, hear, taste, and touch. Put that down. So off your see, hear, taste, and touch is how y'all been operating. But if you got a goal, you can't operate off your see, hear, taste, and touch, because there's things that are out there that you got to feel. So your intuition, which is one of the faculties that we're going to talk about, your intuition has to be there to fill out what direction you need to go when you got your goals and when you're working on your goals. Okay? So there are 6 mental faculties that are beyond your see, hear, taste, and touch that we need to talk about, so you can make it more clearer how to get your goals down pat. Now, before we talk about this, remember, we think in pictures. if I say CAR, which are words or a spell, the spell is for what? The spell is for the image that is going to shoot and rifle to your conscious. CAR, car, and then bloom, the image hits your head. So that's how you remember stuff. That's why I say we have perfect memory. Use your imagination, use the picture frames that come from your mind to remember stuff. You got perfect memory. You got perfect memory. You're just not, you're not in tune with it. You're not aware that you have perfect memory. So we think in pictures, and our mind can accept and reject anything that someone brings to you. That's why on one of my other videos, I said, I think it was on how to deal with angry people. If a person is angry and yelling at you, the information they're displaying to you, whether it be right or wrong, is coming from them. So if it's coming from them, you have the ability to accept or reject the energy that they're giving to you, because their whole notion is to make you angry in the first place. So you have the ability to accept and reject the information, which makes you a powerful mumbo jumbo master. I don't know what a mumbo jumbo master is, but that's you. Anyways, all right. The first thinking faculty is imagination. When you're making a goal, and I've talked about this before, using your imagination. You want to imagine yourself already with the goal there. Like, let's say your goal was 80K a year. You want to imagine yourself every day at 80K a year. How do you feel at 80K a year? What is the behavior patterns that come with 80K a year? How would you spend it? How would your family feel? What kind of car would you drive? You got a big imagination up here. You can imagine so much and do this every day. And what you're doing is, and this is what I do. My form is closing my eyes in meditation and recreating myself, and looking at myself in my mind, doing the stuff that I would want to do that is in my goal range. And what I get from that, doing that every day, is I'm picking up the vibrations, because you're acutely aware of every vibration. So like I said, energy is neither created, destroys, the cause and effect of everything at any given space and time. Energy is everywhere. So you know the energy that you need to get your goal. So when you're in meditation mode, when you're meditating, when you're quiet, when you get the distractions out, you're in this mode where and you're seeing yourself past where you at now. You at the goal. You could take the energy, you could take the feeling of happiness, everything as far as your imagination goes, take it from your imagination and plant it into your subconscious mind. That's a thinking faculty that we all have. Children do it the best, but guess what? When they go to school, what the teacher do? Pay attention. Blah, 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 blah. And now your imagination is kind of weak. What did Bob Proctor say? We got weakness of imagination and something about attention, bad attention or something like that. So paying attention and imagination are very important. So that's number one, thinking faculty, imagination. All right. Oh, and before we go on to the next one, you do realize this, that your subconscious mind can take in information that's not real, right? While you sitting there imagining yourself at 100K a year, you know, your mind might say this is fake. But when you at the movie theater and you're watching a fake movie, you get scared, don't you? You see where I'm coming. You see where I'm going. Your subconscious mind does not know if it's real or fake. So if it doesn't know it's real or fake, cram your head full of images of you being a rich, successful human being. Because when you at the movie theater, you ain't in the movie. You know this stuff is fake. You know it's acting. Why are you getting scared? Because your subconscious mind don't know what's going on. Take advantage. Take advantage of that. All right, number 2 is willpower. Willpower is like focus. It's a magnetic focus, and you're focusing on whatever you want to focus on. Some of y'all focus on the wrong stuff, and that's why y'all vibrations are off. And I can feel your vibrations when you come around me. I can tell when your vibrations are off. It shows in your face. I feel it in my heart because I care about people. And in the essence, me and you are the same person because we have the same spirit. We're just in a different body. So I feel your vibration. Whatever you hold in your mind that's either feared or revered will then begin want to clothe itself in the most physical, proper form. Bob Proctor said that, and I'm sure he got that from Earl Nightingale or Andrew Carnegie, one of them, but that's so true. That is focus. Willpower is complete focus. So what do you want to do? You want complete focus on your goals every day, especially when you're writing them down. You want complete focus with no distractions. That's why I say go ahead, get your meditation game up, because your meditation game is going to fixate on the fact that you're going to be letting all the outside distractions go. Let them go. And you're just inwardly for the moment, for however long you're meditating. Meditation takes willpower, focus, because I remember when I first started meditating, I was like, I'm ready to get up. My eyes are closed, but I'm awake. Nah, this don't feel right. My heart was doing all this stuff. Head was tingling, but after a while, this peace hit me. One day from doing it, a peace hit me that I can't explain. I can't explain it, but you'll be able to explain it when you start meditating. A peace will hit you and you're going to be like, wow, this is great. And you'll be able to meditate longer too. So willpower is focus. The third one is perception. I think I made a video on perception. I really probably need to make another one on that because it was a cool video, but it wasn't as detail orientated as I need. So perception is your point of view. But you got 360 ways to point and lateral. And that's just in the 3D world. You got so many ways to point at one object. So in your goals, when you're trying to get your goals together, you're going to have to change your perception on how you think about yourself or how you think about life, because you're at this moment where you have these behavior patterns that are 30K a year. You got a 30K a year behavior problems, but you're trying to get to 100K. So guess what? You got to change your point of view, change your perception on the way you look at yourself and the way you look at money and the way money is set up in this world, so you can set yourself in alignment to get to that goal. Another thing is to have multiple perceptions about everything. That way you won't be one-sided about stuff. And no. I know you probably saying having a whole bunch of perceptions means you being, I forgot what people used to call that, bipolar or lopsided. No. The more perceptions you have on an idea, the more you can look at it from a different angle, the more you can tackle it and assess it better. Perception is power. It's power with perception. You know all your friends' perception, your mom and dad's and everybody's perceptions that's around you. If you got a problem, you can always go into your mind and ask, so how would Bob deal with this problem? How would Jamie deal with this problem? And you can use the power of their perceptions to get past some of the stuff that you're going through right now. Some of the problems that you having right now is probably because you got one perception in it instead of 5 or 6 of them that can work and get past that problem. So perception is power. That's power right there. That's a thinking faculty that you have that we don't use because we're just so one-track minded. We're so simple minded. And a lot of our paradigms, a lot of our bubbles are just based off one point of view. You can't have one point of view in life because you're gonna be stuck in a bubble. And eventually, especially if you're starting to self-reflect now, you're gonna see, ooh, in this area, I have a gray area in my communication because I have one point of view about communicating. And you'll never be able to have meaningful relationships and meaningful friendships because you got that one program running in your head. And my favorite self-help guy, or his name is Dr. Wayne Dyer. He always used to say, be open-minded to anything, but attached to no thing. That way, when you hear somebody's perception, take it in. Hey, that's pretty cool. Okay. You don't have to take it in and it be a part of your life, but know it. And if you need to use it to get ahead. Perception. Next one is reasoning. You can reason with yourself. Some of y'all reason with yourself every day why you can't get ahead. I can't get ahead because this job is holding me down, because I'm lazy, because I'm fat. You got all these stories in your head. It's time to detach yourself from these stories. Oh, I can't lose weight because I don't have enough time. You got plenty of time. You got the same time I got. Detach that story. The story, here's the story. I'm too fat. And around the story is your emotions. Your emotions is making this story real. And the more you keep up with it, the more real it get. Detach your emotions away from the story, and the story doesn't exist. It's an illusion. Your emotions is making it feel like it's real. Detach your emotions away from some of the words that come out your mouth. Detach it, and they'll go away. And you use that through reasoning. Reason with yourself. Is this real? Am I really getting ahead thinking like this? And in reasoning, you can accept and reject information too, with reasoning. And with reasoning, honestly, when you write down your affirmations every day, you're reasoning with yourself why I should get to this goal. I'll take another sheet and write down every day why I need to get to this goal. Keep writing it down. Make more. The more you impact on that goal, the better it's going to be. The more reasons you got on why you need to head in that direction, when it all said and done and you like, dang, I really can't get it, you could think back on your reasonings and it'll rifle fire you back to your goals. Fifth one is memory. Like I said, you got perfect memory. Memory is perfect. The people that think they don't have good memory, it's your central nervous system that's probably pulling on, it's pulling like this. So when you try to remember something, it pulls, and then you just give up. Release. Relax. When you're trying to remember something, remember, repetition is the mother of all thinking. We think in pictures, and we can think in ridiculous ways. If you're trying to remember a paragraph, if you keep reading that paragraph over, and my kids can do this. Remember, conscious mind, subconscious mind, the Y and the X. The Y is I'm fat, right? So your Y idea that's locked in your subconscious mind is you're fat. That's why your body is all big, right? You want to get from fat to skinny. So the X idea should be skinny. You want to plant in your mind, because it starts with your mind, and then your mind will start the action or the habits. You want to plant in your mind. I'm doing this backwards. You want to plant in your mind skinny thoughts and skinny habits over and over and over and over and over again. And it's going to be the challenge. But keep doing that X idea over and over and over and over and over again. Put some emotion to it. And that Y idea of fat will dissolve. And that X idea will come down there and you'll be skinny. You'll have a subconscious mind of being skinny. That's how I did it. I am so happy and thankful now that I am skinny and 177 pounds. You'll be writing that down and your brain will be going haywire. Boy, you 355 pounds. Shut up. Nope. Keep writing it over and over and over again. Something's going to click in your head and you're going to stop going to McDonald's and all these dusty, dirty food places and start eating salad out of nowhere. It's something that your mind is looking for new patterns. And the old patterns, old habits die hard. So you got to put in the work. You got to think your way into results. You got to. So that's what memory is. You're doing something over and over again. You're reading this paragraph over and over and over again. And the cells in your head will recognize. The cells in your head needs to recognize what you're seeing. And you need to start making a picture of what you're reading. And then that picture will go into your subconscious mind and you'll remember it. That's why I don't understand school. You're cramming a whole bunch of information and then at the end of the week you're taking a test. But guess what? 3 days pass. If I go and tell you to take that same test, you'll probably fail. So you didn't get the information into your subconscious. So school is really just how fast can you learn something and then get to the next thing. That makes no sense to me, but hey, I'm not in control of that. So hey, we got perfect memory. Memory is the fifth faculty. The last faculty that you have is intuition. This is picking up other people's vibrations. This is you do it all the time. You walk in a room and you could tell that Billy and Bob is upset with each other. You're like, what's going on? Or you walk in a room full of people that are excited and now all of a sudden you get excited. Or you walk in a room full of like a library and all of a sudden you want to be quiet in the library. You have this ability inside of your heart. It can be developed. Matter of fact, I meant to say this. All of these faculties can be developed. You can develop them. And I guess we'll make a video on how to develop them. I was just giving you an overview of the 6 faculties. But yeah, intuition can be developed. There's some people out there that can walk up to you and tell you your whole personality. And I think their chakra is open. And I'm at that point, I can do that too, quite a bit. I can walk up to a person and after 5 minutes of talking with them, I can assess what type of person they are. It's about paying attention to them and excluding you. Pay more attention to people. Stop worrying about you. First get rid of your little programs and engrams that are causing you not to focus. So use your willpower and focus on the person, and their feelings will come up to you. You ever been around a person that's just using so much energy and it hits you too? They damn energy hits you. I'm like, oh man. Or you in a relationship with a person that's a Debbie Downer and now you Debbie Downer. Or you with you get around an exciting friend and they just make you feel excited all the time. That's your intuition. Your heart picks up other vibrations. Animals do it. Animals are very intuitive. Your dog know when you upset. Children come out the womb super intuitive until the parents start teaching them BS. Your kids start crying around one of your friends, that friend got to go. Intuition is something. And you develop that intuitive factor, boy, you'll be able to get to your goals quick. Man. But yeah, that is the thinking faculties. If you got to go over this, hey, review over this video over and over and over again till you get it. Write the notes down. Well, this is a learning process. This is about learning. This is 2020. It's time to become a better you. We got to learn. We got to learn. We got to develop us. Develop who we are. Don't worry about the past. The past is over with. We worried about the present you. The present you that's going to be this great, successful human being. And I want everybody to be successful, man. I'm serious. So that's why I'm on YouTube doing this. So hopefully y'all learned something. You can always hit me up. I've got people hitting me up. So hit me up if you got any questions. Peace.